Hey, this is Chris Johnson here with Colin Beck for SI.com, and today we're discussing a bit of a controversial topic, teams that will regress from last season. So Colin, I'll let you go first. Which team do you think will fall off from last season?
Well, I'm going to go with Wisconsin, and I feel a little bit bad about picking them just because it's really not Wisconsin's fault that they're in this position. They're a team that if you just look at who they are, they won 10 games last year, despite the fact they had probably their worst rushing offense since the mid-90s. So that would seem like that would set up for at least an as good of a season as last year, if not better, type of season that, maybe they would be competing for the Big Ten West, try and get to the Big Ten championship game. But the switch up in their schedule from last season to this season really sets up the Badgers for a really steep drop. When you're talking about a Big Ten West team, usually they get the beneficial side of the schedule because Michigan, Michigan State, and Ohio State are all on the opposite side of the conference. This year, Wisconsin gets all three of those teams in their divisional crossover games, replacing last year's crossover games that were Maryland and Rutgers. So this is going to be a tough season for Wisconsin. On top of it, losing defensive coordinator Dave Aranda, they're a team that realistically they could be as good as they were last year and struggle to get the bowl eligibility.
Yeah, Colin, I'm not sure if there's a team like a team with realistic conference title aspirations that has a more challenging schedule, but I'm going to go to the SEC for my team that I think will regress this year, and that's Ole Miss. So yeah, what most people are going to point out is that they bring back Chad Kelly. He might be the best quarterback in the SEC this season, but look at who they lose. First of all, they bring back only 10 total starters. They have to replace their entire offensive line. I'm not sure whether Ole Miss has built up the depth yet, of a team like Alabama that can withstand that many top-tier departures to the NFL. And then, to kind of make a similar point that you did, if you look at Ole Miss's schedule, 3 of their first 4 games, Florida State, Georgia, Alabama. That's just a murderer's row in September. And then they also have to play challenging SEC West road games at Arkansas, LSU, and Texas A&M. If you put together the amount of talent that they're losing and the challenging schedule, I just don't see how they can get back to 10 wins again this season. For Colin Beck, this is Chris Johnson with SI.com.